Hello, brave little heart. Today's story is about a lady named Esther. Esther was a queen. And now you may think queen and think of her as powerful and fancy, living in a palace. But one day, this Queen Esther had to do something, and she didn't feel very powerful. Queen Esther found out that her people were in trouble, in big trouble. And even though she was a very powerful queen, she couldn't use her power to stop the trouble. But she knew someone who could stop the trouble. The king. The only thing was that you can't go to the king unless the king invited you. At that time, the king had not invited her to see him. And if you went to the king and he didn't invite you, well, you could die. And so, this was a very, very big deal for Queen Esther. She had an uncle. His name was Mordecai. He came to her and he said, Queen Esther, we need your help. Maybe you are the queen for such a time as this. How about you? Have you had to do something as big as that? Maybe you haven't had to do something like that, but you had to do something that was just as big. Maybe you're new to your class and you don't have any friends. You see the children running around and you want to talk to them, but you don't know if you go up to them, if they will be kind to you. And so you're scared. Maybe you see something that's very wrong and you have to speak up. You have to go tell an adult. You have to go tell someone that something happened that is really, really wrong. And you feel very, very scared. These are really big things. Or maybe this. Maybe your little sister is about to be punished for something and she's just having a very bad day. And you want to say, Mommy, punish me instead. And when we have to do these hard things, it doesn't always feel good. Sometimes we shake, sometimes we feel like crying, sometimes we feel like running away in the opposite direction because this is too hard. Now, let's get back to the story and see what Queen Esther did. She said, I will go to the king. Please pray for me. And then she said something very powerful. She said, if I perish, I perish. What does that mean? It means if things don't go like I want them to, so be it. I must do the right thing. And when the time came for her to go see the king, she took one step and another step and another step, each step taking her closer to the king. You see, sometimes when we have to do very hard things, all we can do is trust that God is with us. Sometimes, if it's the right thing to do, we just have to do it because it's the right thing. And when we feel really, really shaky and we feel like we want to cry, sometimes these feelings are there because you're about to do something that's very important. Now, repeat after me. I will trust God when I'm nervous. I will trust God when I'm afraid. I will trust God when I need to do a big thing. Let's do it again. I will trust God when I'm nervous. I will trust God when I'm afraid. I will trust God when I need to do a big thing. And when fear comes up, we will not listen to the fear. If this is the moment and the right time to make a move, we will do it. Now, if something is dangerous or wrong, it's important to speak to a trusted adult before making a move. But if something is loving and it's good and it's kind and it's the right thing for you to do, Don't stop just because you're afraid. Because God, He gives us the strength to do the right thing at the right time. Sing this song with me. Esther chose to be brave. She chose to trust God. And that's what we can do. We can be brave. We can trust God. Until next time, from Coco's heart to yours. Bye.